Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Jerry Rice episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Miss Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing good, Mr. Nathan. How are you?
I'm great. We just finished recording with our special guest this week, Mr. Michael Dolph. We got into UConn Huskies winning national championship since he's a huge Huskies fan, along with the Masters preview because he's a golf nut like me. So I'm all jacked up from it. My adrenaline's still high from it. I'm just riding a high, so I'm happy. I'm happy as could be. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm coming off a weekend that we took to visit my parents down in Daytona and Margaritaville. Got a chance to see all the friends, Frank, Lucy, Kenny, my parents, all of the Margaritaville people. And I love it. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to identify as a 55 plus.
Me too. It's literally a college campus.
Yeah, it's like paradise.
For parents.
Yeah, it is. It's I literally was saying, when are we going to do, visit your parent, admissions day or whatever. We all need to do it and just do, beer Olympics.
Kids weekend.
Kids weekend, visitation weekend.
Yes.
Is what we need to do. Because, that's literally what it feels like. It's insane. The food's great down there, too. I'm like, are we moving to Margaritaville?
And if you think we're not going to the Daytona 500 at some point in time.
100%.
The track's 5 minutes from your parents' house.
Right, we have to.
Need to.
Gotta have it.
How big was that?
Giant. It
The
was huge. It
track.
spanned literally, it kept going and going. I felt like I was looking at an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah, your dad was saying that the stands hold over 100,000 and then another 100,000 people can fit in the infield. Crazy. Need to go.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Can't wait to visit again. So, I'm ready to get into it, though. I want the people to hear, what Mike Dolph had to say. But first, before that, we just need to extend a huge congratulations for the double dose winner of the March Madness pool, Heather Blanton, who won. She guessed it. She said UConn was going to win. She wrote it. She won out of, I think, a little less than 20 people. Or
20 people on the dot.
20 people on the dot. And she crushed it. So go you. And that's
congratulations,
it on my
Heather.
end. Yes, congratulations.
Haven't sent the Venmo yet because that's just the way I roll.
But yeah, next time, everyone else, please join in because it's you win money, you're making guesses, and Heather won. She never knew she was gonna win.
No,
she's wait, what?
This is
crazy.
You truly never know.
You never know.
It's all. What's the word?
Coming back to me now. It's all a gamble.
It's all a gamble.
It's
all. You just never know.
Exactly.
The words escaping me, but that's okay. Exactly. You get the point. Miss Heather Blanton won. I hope she takes out her man Alex for a nice dinner because he deserves it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He deserves it.
Exactly.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
She knew UConn was going to win, and so did Dolph, who you need to keep listening to find out more about our conversation with him. It was electric. It was spectacular. Dolph, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And away we go.
Enjoy.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Jerry Rice episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. And then the stud joining us today is an absolute savage. One of my best friends from Endicott College. He was part of the tennis squad there, where he was twice named singles all CCC, and then three-time doubles all CCC. What's so funny? I can't.
Everybody's interested in that. Everybody's so interested in that, Nate.
They are. You're a savage on the tennis court.
Hi, everybody.
How are you, Mr. Dolph? How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk some golf with you guys and leave the tennis behind.
Speaking of golf, honestly, the last part of your intro that I forgot to mention was that I think you're the first person ever to have your golf membership paid for the first 3 years by me. Because we used to play every single day at Thompson Country Club, and I think out of the first 3 years, probably playing at least 3 times a week throughout the summers. I think I probably beat you twice.
I had to reach into my piggy bank to join this year. I really did. It's all right. It's all right.
That's the only reason why you want me to move back to Massachusetts, is so I can start paying for your golf membership again.
That's true. Or actually, I just want Rachel to come up here, not you.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, there you go.
Back to my own heart. Well, welcome.
All right.
We're so happy
that changed
to
my
have
mood.
You. Yeah, perfect. We're so happy to have you on, Dolph. We've literally been like talking about it. Like I was like the whole time, like Dolph's still coming on, right? Like Dolph's coming on. Like I could not wait to have you on.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's
Let's talk some sports. If you want to talk some sports, UConn Huskies, baby. Let's go.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Started off, the UConn won. Is it March Madness?
It is. The one that,
even though they do it in April.
Yeah, it starts in March.
But,
Madness all happens in March, but it finishes off in April. The UConn Huskies went back-to-back, winning their second straight national championship. How many is that total?
6 total.
Damn.
Wow.
Six on the men's. I think 11 on the women's.
Oh, hey, that's right. Girl power.
Basketball capital of the world, Nate.
So what did you think of your squad? Were you nervous at any point this year? Did you know they were gonna go back to back all year? Like they lost a lot of studs in the offseason. They brought in Spencer, obviously in State. What do you think?
Yeah, they lost their 3 best players last year, right? In Jordan Hawkins, Adama Sanogo, and then who was the third?
Number 44.
Yeah, Andre Jackson. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I mean, 3 NBA players, right? But they are so deep this year. It is unbelievable. They got players at every single spot that can shoot, rebound. It was fun to watch, right? Like it was a team basketball, and at that level, even in college, you see a lot of individual good play, but Dan Hurley's running the ship down there, man. I'm telling you, it's cool.
Dan Hurley's a psychopath.
I love him. I think he's so crazy. He was talking shit to the other players, right?
Oh, yeah.
On the other team. Like, are you
yeah.
even allowed to do that?
Yeah, people didn't like that he was talking shit to Edie, right?
I'm like,
I love
like,
it.
Listen, talk shit to whoever at this point.
Edie was giving it to him too, so it was like I don't think he initiated it. I think Edie initiated it, and then Hurley went right back at him. If they want to get treated and get paid NIL and stuff, they get treated like an NBA player then, right?
Well,
I love it.
You said Edie hasn't made any NIL.
Yeah, I saw that. That's great. There's got to be something that they're doing though. I heard there is a loophole around it that he is getting some money, but that is crazy that he's not making like as much as any other big guy in college basketball.
Yeah, so like basically what people found out through this tournament, and it's been a rule, but it just hasn't been up there.
He's the tall guy.
Yeah, he's from Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I guess there's a rule that basically if you're on a student visa, you can't make money through the NIL.
Wow. Yeah. No way. There's definitely a workaround.
I think there is, but he's technically not making it through the NIL, which is crazy because he's probably, I don't know, probably the top known college basketball player this year, right? Number one, I think he won Naismith Player of the Year, right? So best player in college basketball and is making zero money. And do you know what the NIL, what is the top basketball, what does a guy like him, if he was to be able to make? I don't even know what that number is.
Who knows? Are they even really disclosing that information yet?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think it's easier to follow their amount of followers on social media.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out with the dude from NC State, DJ
Moore, or DJ Burns. Sorry,
yeah,
DJ.
I saw
DJ.
Oh, that's right.
DJ Moore's the other guy though. There's 2 DJs.
I'm sorry, I was just saying DJ Burns.
But
just saying I was right.
You were right.
But
1-0 today.
I saw a list. I saw a list on Front Office Sports of like all his like deals, like the companies, but I couldn't find like the money for each one. I think it's like way more like put under the rug than.
And I think they have like a lot of little ones going on too, right? Like whereas like an NBA player, they have Nike as a big one, but I think they have like Dunkin', like they all over the place where they're mixing and matching a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And they're local places, I'm sure, that they're like supporting them.
Local dealerships and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just interested because a rookie salary in the NBA is probably $600-700K, right? And then are they making more right now?
Yeah.
I think NBA.
Some of them are, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think if you're like a first round pick, I think it's.
I'm sure.
Like a few milli.
Yeah. I was excited though last night.
Yes, like how long? Like you've been following this obviously since the beginning, right, of this year. Like you've been all in.
Oh, all in. Yeah, I think I missed one tournament game because they were on at 2:00 in the afternoon and I was working. I literally think I saw every other game, all like 38 of them or whatever they played.
Wow, pure dedication.
Oh yeah, dedication or just no life.
Do you have like a special like routine that you do when you watch them, like so that like you'll know that they'll always win? Like, do you always wear this sweatshirt?
I have been wearing this sweatshirt a lot, but I wouldn't say I'm superstitious. Like the only thing I can think of is me and our buddy Ty Calitri. For any Sunday 12:00 game, we go down to Fresh and have a breakfast sandwich and watch the game. A cup of coffee. That's it.
I love that.
But that's it. We went to the 2 games in Boston. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That was fun. Yeah, it was crazy atmosphere. Illinois was there. We played Illinois Saturday, and then we played San Diego State Thursday night. Packed house. A lot of UConn fans. You got to think about their trip too. It was laid out pretty good for them, right? They went Big East tournament at MSG. They go home for a few days. They played in Brooklyn. Go home for a few days. Play in Boston. Go home for a few days, then they fly out to Phoenix. So they did have the easiest road, I think, travel-wise, until you heard what happened to them before the Final Four. They got stuck in the airport for like 10 hours or whatever trying to get to Phoenix.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I honestly didn't, like, I don't understand how that's the NCAA's fault.
The NCAA does all travel if it's part of their tournament. So UConn could have just chartered a private plane. They have enough money to do that and 100%. Take a PJ there, but the NCAA does all their travel for the NCAA tournament. So so now they pay for it. So they book all their flights. They had them on Frontier. The plane didn't show up. They didn't leave till like 2 a.m. It's like crazy.
How do you book these players on Frontier?
Oh,
that seems criminal.
Imagine Klinger on Frontier.
That seems like somebody who's not a UConn fan.
But Dan Hurley just spin it in their direction. NCAA doesn't want him to win. That's the type of coach he is. He probably loved it.
Oh my God! Oh, they don't want me to win. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to win.
He went on Part of My Take and was like basically saying that, like.
Yeah.
Just basically bashing the NCAA, saying that like.
Well, you literally have like the tallest college guys traveling. Like you would think that they would at least charter like a jet or have at least extra leg room.
I mean, I bet
like they better be head sitting in Frontier Plus if there is.
The NCAA is the biggest racket going. Like
you know who the president of the NCAA is?
Yeah, Charlie Baker, right?
The old governor of Massachusetts. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's so random. Like what?
One of the most corrupt people of all time.
Yeah, the only Republican to ever he's Republican governor of Massachusetts who's actually a Democrat. There's no
craziest thing ever. Why is the old governor?
He went from actually that was Marty Walsh. Marty Walsh is now like who was like the mayor in Boston. Now he's like a players association guy for like for one of the professional leagues.
Yeah.
NHL.
Yeah. I don't know. There are definitely some weird stuff going on in college sports right now, but as long as UConn keeps winning championships, I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah. How did you feel last night? Like, did you bet? Did you pop a bottle? Like, what did we do?
I bet a little bit. I watched it. I made a nice chicken sandwich for it and sat on the couch. That's it.
I love it.
That's it.
You didn't have have like a drink or anything? Or
I think I had a high noon. I think I had one
yeah,
high noon.
nice.
But
Celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrate.
oh yeah.
But you knew though. You knew like in watching it that they were gonna win, right? Like the entire time.
Edie was scaring me, and especially when they picked up a couple fouls early on the big guys. I kind of like what Hurley did though. Sent in Samson Johnson, their like second big man, and just hacked the shit out of Edie. Like that was a good plan. Like just use all 5 of your fouls and like make them work hard. But
Right.
I mean they've just been blowing people out in the tournament, so I figured we had a good shot.
They've won each of their tournament games the past 2 years by over 12 points.
Yeah. I think their point differential is like plus 140 or something.
Oh my god.
And last year was like the best ever, and they were plus 120.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. How long have you been a UConn fan?
Most of my life. I mean, growing up in Connecticut, you got nothing else. You don't have any pro sports teams, right? My sister went there, so I've been a UConn fan a long time. I've been going to games since I was, single digit age.
Where does it? So how does it compare to like a Giants Super Bowl when obviously you're a New York Giants fan?
Oh,
So like what means more?
even,
Even.
I would say
Even.
Giants Super Bowl is cooler because it's a little bit more of like a national stage and everybody watches the Super Bowl. But I would say I'm probably at this point into UConn basketball more, which is crazy.
Especially because they're winning.
Well, yeah, that and the Giants are losing, right? So it's all
Right.
it's
It's all relative. It's relative. It fluctuates. It's called balance.
right.
It's a balance.
Yeah, but I was pumped. That was sick. They ran. The one thing I will say, the women got screwed on Friday. They got screwed. That was you can't end a game on that call. That's crazy.
Wait,
I mean-
about this like controversial.
Yeah, it was a very controversial call at the end of the game. One of the center for UConn set a pick with like 9 seconds left, and the ref called a moving screen, which like there's moving screens all the time.
Right.
Nate, you
So,
can
like,
explain
if
that.
if I'm an offensive dude, let's say me and you are on the same team. You have the ball. Dolph's guarding you.
Okay.
I can stand there and have Dolph run into me
Okay.
to free you up.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I have to be standing there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
If
you
I'm
can't
moving,
move.
If I'm moving at my feet at all, then it's a moving screen. So
And I think the girl wasn't maybe fully, but like to end the game on that is tough. Like you got to let him get a
10
shot
seconds in
off.
the game, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really call that. I don't know. It's tough.
But that's the Caitlin Clark effect. I mean, I've been screaming it from the
Yeah.
rooftops. Everybody
Yeah.
loves this Caitlin Clark girl, and I couldn't tell you why.
Oh my
She's
God,
the
'cause
worst.
she's the GOAT.
She's the worst.
I'll tell you one thing. Caitlin Clark is a great offensive player. I think I'd watch, and I have not watched that much women's college basketball, just the past couple games. Paige Becker is better all-around player, defensively, offensively. Caitlin Clark just has the ratchet, dude.
Yeah.
She can pop.
Yeah.
I love like the terminology that's like used. The ratchet. She just has the ratchet.
She
What
does,
does
dude.
ratchet mean?
I love it.
She got the shot, dude. She's
yeah,
wet.
She has it. She just got that. She's got the ratchet done. She's got
Yeah.
it. She's
Wait,
Steph
how
Curry.
did she do it? How did she do it?
Yeah, she's Steph Curry. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
She's Caitlin Clark with the shot, girl.
Screw Caitlin Clark. But last thing on UConn. Are you nervous about Dan Hurley leaving for
No.
Kentucky?
No.
Why would he leave?
Because
No.
so Kentucky, they had John Calipari, who apparently had like a lifetime contract, one of the highest paid coaches in all of college basketball. He left to go to Arkansas for a lot of reasons, but mainly because they are giving him more of like an NIL budget. Like they're giving him at least $5 million a year
Okay.
for just like NIL money. So he left Kentucky. So Kentucky is one of like the most sought after college basketball jobs in the country.
But what is
Yeah.
it, UConn?
UConn is.
Yeah.
UConn is, but maybe
Yeah,
Kentucky's
Kentucky
not
probably
money.
can offer him more money, maybe, but I don't see it. I mean, Kentucky's gonna call for sure. They have to, right? He's best coach in college basketball right now. He's a Northeast guy though. He's from New Jersey. Like I think he's staying at UConn. Two
One of them,
natties.
like,
Two natties. He's getting whatever he wants. He can coach at UConn for as long as he wants. What happens if he goes to Kentucky, has a couple bad seasons, right? It's like
right.
he already has two natties at UConn. They're letting him stay
But
forever.
isn't that his dad also? He was a coach too, right?
Yeah, it's St. Anthony's. Do you know that school in New Jersey?
I do.
Yeah, that's where he coached at. Yeah, he has
Yeah,
like
that's what they
a ton
were
of
saying.
state championships.
So
Yeah,
do
and
you
Dan
think that
Hurley.
it's, like in like the genetics of it all? Like, do you think it's practice? Like, what do you think it is?
So his brother is also a coach at Arizona State too. So like the Hurleys are like
Whole family.
everywhere. Oh yeah.
Literally.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Yeah, he said so they asked him, I saw it in the press conference, they asked Hurley there's another top college basketball program that's looking for a head coach right now, and he goes, "You'd have to ask my wife," which means his wife is not letting him leave.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. That's funny. It's like a classic comment. It's like a classic like boy comment. You gotta ask my wife. It sounds like my
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. But weirder stuff has happened.
And he's breeding his son to be a coach. His son is on the UConn squad, so he's also a 2-time national champion. But he doesn't get that much playing time. So I think he's like also breeding him to be a coach.
That's exciting. It's amazing. Do you have any words to say to the UConn people? We'll share it with them.
Just go skis. We'll see you back in the Natty next year. That's it.
Hell yes! Good job, UConn.
Devastating. We didn't go to Big East tournament this year. Devastating.
Yeah. That's a great time. Yeah, we'll be back though. We'll be back. We're going next year.
100%.
Changing gears to golf.
Oh yeah.
Masters this week.
Yeah, this is like.
Is there anything like Masters week?
No, it's great. It's great. And it means
more-
like it's the changing of the top, you're going to start getting some good weather too. It's not just about the tournament. It's about what it means for what's coming. It's good.
Yes, exactly.
What it means for the world. What it means
Yeah.
for what's going on.
Masters week.
That's actually really funny because it was 73 degrees today. So it's true. The Masters are bringing.
Oh, it sets the tone. It does.
100%. What a great week for you too. A UConn win. The Masters are this weekend. Like, is there anything better?
No. Just if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, probably. But it's all right. We'll take it.
So what are some of your thoughts going on the Masters? Did you see how Tiger's prepping?
Yeah, I had that. Yep, I had that on my list. No sex for the big cat.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't. What's the benefit to that? I don't really get that.
Okay, so this is the thing. When Nate told me this, I was like, I don't know why he's doing that, but like, that's very hard. You know what I mean? Like,
especially for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, the fact that he's saying it out loud, like, it's very hard to do. So, like, kudos to him, but like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just a weird thing for his friend to say. Like, you could just leave that part out and say, yeah, he's prepping hard and like hitting balls and stuff. Like, he's just. I know. I've been watching him every night. He definitely hasn't been having sex. Like, why?
Like, how does his friend even know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Tiger really has a shot, man, this year. I don't know. He has been out of it for a long time. He can't even finish events. I know they're supposedly saying he's healthy, but
they say that every tournament. They say that every tournament he plays in. He looks great. He's striping the ball.
But
you guys, what is going on with Tiger Woods though? Like, for real? Like, why does he keep saying he's healthy and then leaving? Like, why?
He's just old. Yeah, he's old at this point, I think. I don't know.
4 or 5 back surgeries.
Yeah, if somebody could do it like at that age and like in the state he's in, it's him 100%. But I don't know. I don't see it.
Like,
I'm not betting on him
to win. Like, is that what? Yes. Because it doesn't seem like it since he keeps.
No, I just think that
exiting.
I think that he is. First of all, he's dealt with a lot of injury, right? And plus his age, he's getting up there. But the thing with him is that he's an absolute psychopath. So he goes legitimately all out. He's not patient. I doubt he listens to like physical therapists, doctors, and like the advice they give him.
Right.
He just goes balls to the walls at all times. So like, yeah, for him, people see him playing golf on like around his local club or like even like at Augusta or whatever. But he's probably not walking every hole. So like with all his injuries and stuff, like especially his leg, him walking the golf course day after day after day, that's what really gets him, I think.
I think it's that, and I also think that he's like such a workhorse, but his body's not letting him work that hard anymore. Like he can't go out and hit a million balls anymore, and that's what he loved to do, so he's just not that dialed in anymore. Like he wants to be dialed in, and if he actually could get that dialed in, he probably would. But I just don't think he can sustain like the physical impact it has on his body anymore. I just don't see him putting that. He can't put 4 hours in at the driving range and then go play 9 holes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like if he's playing 9 holes, that's what he's doing.
TB12 method or whatever, the pliability
Should've.
with what's his face
With Alex Guerrero.
Alex Guerrero. Yeah.
No, going back to the sex thing quick, like it doesn't make sense to me, the sex thing, because when he was at the top of his game, that's when he was the most wild.
He was.
You know what I mean? So like, just stop putting yourself through that. Just be, honestly, you're a single man now. You drop the ex-girlfriend off the tarmac and like change the locks on the house. Like, just be you. Just be legitimately whatever you want.
Right.
What do you think his daughter and like 14-year-old son are thinking when the friends like?
That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's a weird dynamic right there, right? I don't know. I love Tiger. I'm a huge Tiger fan. I don't see it this year. Maybe if he can show something over the course, but he has to put a couple tournaments together, like in a row. He's not just going to jump out there and shoot, 17 under par.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
That's the other thing is that like he's just these other dudes are playing week in and week out.
Yeah,
He's just not.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna win the Masters?
So I have a couple picks for you guys. Are we getting into picks right now?
Yeah, let's do some picks.
So everybody's on Scheffler, who's plus 450, right?
Yep.
I like it a little bit because he can hit it well, but I don't think he's a good enough putter at the Masters. That's always been his downfall, and they said he's been figuring it out, but I don't think he's a good enough putter to get around. Those greens I've heard obviously are like the hardest greens to read, and they're just like so fast and have so much break and undulation and stuff. So I think a lot of people are taking him. I like Xander at plus 1400. He's top 10 in 6 of the last 8 starts, so I think it's about his time. Xander Schauffele. And then for a live guy, I like DJ at plus 4500. Won before, can get around.
How's DJ been playing on live?
Not great, but I don't think he gives a fuck about live. I think he cares a lot more about a Masters than he does about live Miami.
Yeah, so like, what do you like in terms of like just like the Masters and stuff? Like, this is the game, right?
This is
it.
The
Masters,
this is it.
It's done.
Yeah, I would say U.S. Open probably second, or Open Championship in England is second, and then I would say PGA is definitely last of the 4, right? I don't know. That's how I'd rank them.
I agree, definitely. I think U.S. Open and you can't even call it the British Open anymore. The
Open Championship, yeah.
Yeah, I think those, like you said, are equal. I think depending on where the Open Championship is, like if it's at
if it's at St. Andrews, it's sick. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. I love my man Victor Hovland, so I'm just hoping that he comes in with some fresh style, some new blood. You know what I mean? Like he needs to win a Masters. I want him to. Him and Cam Smith.
All right, Cam Smith.
I'm upset about Cam Smith shaving his mullet. Like I'm literally like I'm not okay. That was like his thing. Like you shaved the thing that made you the thing.
Yeah. Cam Smith, Yeah, I don't know how he's been playing on Live either. I know that they have there's 13 guys from Live playing in the Masters.
Yep.
So
he didn't play last week because he was sick, so he didn't play in Miami last
oh,
week.
he withdrew. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know how else he's been doing this year, but I like Cam Smith a lot too. I
Yeah.
also like Xander. I like Sahith Theegala.
Okay. Yeah.
He's like around plus like 4,000 or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good.
I feel like last year was his rookie year for the Masters, and he finished top 10, I think, maybe even top 5. He was at the top of the leaderboard for most of the week. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I have a low am too. Low amateur. Rachel, you know what a low am
I haven't
is?
even looked into that.
Oh.
Wow. So what is that? What is the low
So-
am?
Amateur in golf is anybody that has not collected money for winning tournaments.
Okay.
That's what makes you an amateur. Once you
So like that
consider
college
yourself
kid?
most of them are college kids or guys from other countries and stuff like that.
Got it.
Neil Shipley, Ohio State guy, is who I'm taking.
Oh.
Low am.
I'm gonna
So
ride.
is
I'm
there-
gonna ride that. With you.
So, but like when you say that you take him, like when you take him like in like the top 10 or
Oh, I'm not sure actually, even if you can place bets on amateurs right now.
Check.
oh really?
You might be able to, but I'm not sure if they're still in college, if you can bet them or not. Because I know if they actually win the tournament, the prize
They don't
money
get
just
any
goes.
money,
No,
right?
they just goes to the second guy.
How fucking loser is that? Like you
That-
literally win, and they're like, ooh.
But that's why
sorry.
they're an am. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
That is
Yeah,
awful.
I don't think you can. I don't think.
Can you not
That's
bet on
awful.
them? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah,
that
but
would be
they-
even
they
worse
always
if
do
you
like a-
could make money on them, and they can't even make money.
Right.
They
Yeah.
could just be
That's
betting on themselves. Then I feel like to make some
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
No, I mean you can't do that. That'll get you fucking
Yeah,
kicked out of
yeah,
the
yeah,
game
exactly.
forever.
Yeah.
What other notes you got there? What else? What other Masters notes you got?
So the other thing we could talk about, kind of going with the winner. You guys know what the purse is? Can I get some guesses on the purse of the Masters? So this is all prize money combined.
All prize money combined of the Masters. I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess 14.
So not just the
million.
first place. How much?
14.
I'm gonna guess 40.
18 million.
Oh my god, I was close. I was close. Not
What is
close
what does
enough.
first place get?
First place gets 3.2 mil,
Wow.
which is crazy because we just talked about how this is the biggest tournament, right, of the year. Live Miami last week, which is just a regular live tournament. 20 mil purse, 4 million for the winner.
Holy.
So Live Miami is worth more than
The Masters.
That's crazy. That's like so old school tradition. Like it's like not even funny. They're still
No.
not paying these people. It's like wild.
No.
This
Well,
is
I mean-
like when you're in the fashion world and you work for like a high end brand, like you do it for like the notoriety, not like the paycheck, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't make as much money.
Same thing with working in sports, really.
Yeah.
Like working,
Yeah.
working like for a team, unless you're like in the front office, like making it's like the personnel decisions. It's the same. It's very similar.
I bet you if you asked all the guys that are in the Masters this year, if there was zero purse, if they would still play, I bet you they'd all still play if they could
Right.
get the green jacket.
Right, they get the green jacket and the endorsements and all the opportunities
Yeah,
that comes
yeah,
with it. It's
yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah.
But the one
And
they
just-
do have to pay for, the champion, is they have to pay for their Masters dinner.
Yeah,
like
going
tomorrow
on right
night.
now.
Yeah.
No, tonight I think, right?
No, it's
I think
Wednesday
it's
night.
is it Wednesday or Tuesday? Wednesday?
I don't know. My TikTok's coming out tomorrow saying that it's tomorrow night. So.
Oh. Yeah. John Ram
but-
this year, right? So he's
Yeah,
got
did you see his
something
menu?
big, right? No, I didn't see it.
Oh, his menu's
Spanish food?
spectacular. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
paella. He has a little bit of everything, but
Nice.
he has to pay for it, and he has to fill the whole bill. So like,
Yeah.
let's say, so like
Wait, this is like low key fucked up.
some of the older guys,
They're
some,
like,
some of the older
you
guys.
win, you pay the whole purse of
Run
what
it
you
up.
got last year. No, literally,
Run it up.
literally.
Right.
But
So
you-
so it's
including
only
booze.
so let's say like so only Masters champions can go. So unless you have like
Oh, okay. So Tiger's there.
Tiger's there.
Not fucking after, but he's there.
Yeah. The waitresses better be careful
Yeah,
because
seriously.
he's all tense up. But like, let's say let's say one of the older guys wants to run up the bill, they can get like a really expensive bottle of wine or bottle of liquor and just run up the tab on them.
Those guys aren't worried about it.
Yeah.
John Rahm is not worried about that.
Right,
Not
right.
at all.
100%. Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Especially after going to live.
So say it's your Masters dinner, okay? What are we having? What's on the list? What are we
I know what
rocking
Dolph's
with?
having.
What are we rocking with?
Birdie chicken sandwich.
No.
Give me the appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. And what are you drinking with it? What are you going to
And a
serve
side.
to drink?
All right, I got raw bar for my appetizer.
Ooh, a raw bar.
Like
Cuisine?
some like lobster tails, clams, oysters, shrimp cocktail.
The best.
That's my appetizer.
Okay.
I would say main course. You got to do like that's a tough one. Probably like a really nice steak from there. I don't know. That seems so boring, but like
No, it seems delicious.
That's what
I
Scotty
guess.
did. Scotty did like the
Yeah.
ribeye.
Yeah. And then side French fries, like McDonald's French fries or something.
Oh. Bring in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Bring in flying McDonald's.
Nice tequila soda to drink. That's it. Wrap
What
it
about
up.
the dessert?
Oh, dessert ice cream blizzard from Dairy Queen for everybody.
Turn it upside down, make
Yep.
sure they can't move. Everyone
Yep.
has like severe stomach pain.
Oreo?
The
Oreo?
next
Yep.
day.
Yeah. I like Oreo. I like Reese's Pieces too.
I feel like you're trying to take out your competition. You're like, here's some McDonald's, here's
Yeah.
some freaking like Blizzard. Like, you're not gonna be able to move tomorrow, so I'm gonna be in the win here.
The other interesting note about it is that, let's say someone doesn't want something from the Masters, like the Champions menu, they can order anything off the Augusta menu that they want.
Yeah, the stuff that they sell at Augusta, I know like it's like that's like their whole tradition that everything's like $1 or whatever still, right? Like the egg salad, pimento. Are you aware of this?
Oh, I am. I have that in my notes. The food, yes.
Yeah, what are you rocking with? What are you gonna
No,
get?
I actually have a different take on this. So, a beer is $5 at Augusta.
Yes.
I think they raised the price from $3 to $5 this year or something.
Yeah.
How is everybody not just belligerent there? Imagine if you could buy $5 beers at the Yankee game or at TD Garden.
No.
Right.
But that's not I guess it's not the people that are there. It's not like, but like a beer's $5. I would have 20 of them. It's like
But then you'd lose your spot every time.
yeah, I guess.
But actually,
I don't even know if I would.
You put your chair down.
Yeah, you can put your chair down. That's true.
No, you just walk around, right? Like the whole time. Wouldn't you just be like chilling?
Yeah, you
walking
can
around?
walk around, I guess.
Or would you
people
follow
put
somebody?
It depends. I don't know. I think chair down would be cool to see one spot. I think following gets dicey just because you're like, you might get stuck in a crowd somewhere. You probably don't. You get the worst view on every hole after everybody who's been there all day. Like
Yeah.
chair down would be cool, like on a cool par 3 or something, so you could see every shot and every player come by.
The 12 tee box or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Beer being $5 though, I did not understand that. Like, I don't get how everybody's just. And then sandwiches are like $2. It's like the food is incredibly cheap.
Right, like what are we doing? Like we need to go to the Masters. Well, the ticket makes up for how I'm sure, or if you have to get invited or whatever, how much it is. So that equates to $5 beer maybe.
Oh yeah.
Someone in our building actually went to the Masters, right?
Some dude downstairs.
He just like
That's
wearing
pretty
the
cool.
logo, and we were
Yeah.
like,
If you go there, you got to like buy the whole merch shop, right? Everything.
because you
all of
can't
it.
get it unless it's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have they say it's like the most efficient place ever. Like you go to the merch tent, you get your shirts, you go right next door to the shipping tent, they ship it right to your house so you don't have to carry it around all day. You go into the concessions, you like grab a beer, there's 100 registers so you never have to wait at a like it's supposed to be like legit.
That's amazing.
How many? So is it just gonna take up your whole weekend? Is like the Masters just gonna? own you?
I'll watch a bunch of it. I'm gonna try and play golf. The weather's supposed to be pretty nice, so I'm gonna try and play golf this weekend. But I'll watch a lot. I definitely tune in Sunday afternoon, all afternoon, and watch what it's coming down to. Right?
I feel like you have to.
No,
Need to.
you guys tuning in?
Need
Oh,
to.
yeah,
Need
yeah.
to. She's talking about plans for like
I'll probably
Sunday.
probably wind up falling asleep because golf
Yeah.
really puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like so peaceful, you know, especially at the Masters, like everyone's silent. It's no waste
Yeah.
management, you know. But I'll definitely watch. I gotta see my boy Victor.
Victor, let's go.
I love him.
So who's your official pick, Victor?
Victor.
Who's your official pick?
I got Xander. I think
All right,
Xander's gonna do it.
Mine was also Xander, but I'll go.
Yours has been Xander.
Mine's been.
Oh, you take
Xander.
Xander though. All right,
no,
you
no,
take
no,
Xander.
no, no,
I
no.
got
We both
somebody.
can.
No, I got somebody for you. You take Xander. I'm gonna take Hideki Matsuyama.
Whoa!
For the second time.
Previous winner, yeah, can get around the course. I think he top 10 last week.
Did you know?
Not
Speaking
bad.
of Matsuyama in Japan, did you know that Brannigan's in Japan?
Yeah.
Did you know he took a golf lesson? He sent me a video of him just taking a golf lesson in Japan.
Just cannot understand what the guy's saying, and he's taking a golf lesson.
The guy's
That
talking.
sounds like a
into the
Brannigan thing to do.
phone, talking into the phone. The phone can translate to.
Oh man. Oh man.
I don't understand how.
Do you give golf lessons too, like by the way golf or
No, you don't want a golf lesson from me.
why?
I'm horrible. I'm in the grand scheme of things, I'm not good at golf.
What's your handicap?
I think I'm like a 7 right now or something.
And that's unbelievable, right?
He shoots in the 70s at times.
And the handicap is what you add over par, right?
Pretty much. It's a little bit more complex than that, but that's the way I explain it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So
it's your
you're
average, basically your
unbelievable.
average over par. No, Nate's got a big trip coming up. He's got to practice.
So do you have a favorite Masters memory? Like from when you've been like watching it, like anything when like you're a kid when you're watching it, or like past couple years, you're like, damn. That's
I think Tiger winning it in 19, right? I think it was 19. Did he win it? Right?
Yeah, 19,
That's got to be it. I remember they started that round early that morning. Usually the leaders tee off at like 12 o'clock or something, but there were some bad storms, I guess, coming in. So I got finished golfing. I got to watch like the last 5 holes. It was so sick watching him walk in. He's such a boss. Like, we just gave him a lot of shit earlier, but like he's the greatest of all time, I think.
Yeah, is that like that's 100% your favorite golfer, you think, Tiger?
Yeah, definitely my favorite golfer.
What do you think about his new like brand?
Sunday Red.
Yeah, I don't love the look of it. Do you guys like the look of it?
I
like the logo.
I like the logo, but
I
don't
like
how it's always. I don't like how it's always centered in all the merch. Like,
yeah,
he was wearing in the practice round today. He was just wearing like a sick like sweater, but it was just the tiger in the middle, and it's just like, do something with it.
It's something weird, but like also like if you guys seen him off the golf course, he dresses like a total jamoke, dude. Like the random shit. Not saying I'm a good dresser. I'm just saying he is like he'll wear like.
He's giving Adam Sandler. Like
yeah, kind of.
like
yeah, I would. That's a great comparison right there. Yes.
Oh,
so it doesn't surprise me. He probably has no input into that company. He probably is just like, I'll wear whatever you want right now, and
I'm
just
like
put a
confused.
logo.
Like some of the pieces like I saw like were just like they were like remakes of like what he wore in the
Yeah, like stuff that he's worn over the years. I think they're trying to do like in big rounds, that stuff that he's worn.
Yeah.
I
understand it, but make it better.
Yeah. Who's your favorite golfer?
On the team?
Victor, obviously, for Rachel.
Yeah, because I love his swag. I like his style. Like I like that he like. That's I think like the one thing with golf that it needs to change is like they need to like allow these people to like wear something else. Like it's so boring and like I'm like if they were actually wearing like fire fits, I'd be like, okay, look at this. Like, so like Victor like pushes the boundaries because he wears like fun things. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
we could also be like a hell of a lot better.
I think Ricky was like the first one to do that, right? Like
Fowler?
wear all orange, like bright orange, and like the big flat brim hat and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he kind of wore something different. But yeah, it is still like such an old school sport. Like
I love what Jason Day is doing with Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like he's wearing like more flood pants and like he's wearing more baggy stuff.
Yeah. He
the
is.
one thing that he wore, Nate was like, "What do you think about that?" And I'm like, "Absolutely not." Like his ass was sagging. Like the floods were literally. I mean, they were flood pants. Like I'm like, no.
And it was like in the Hawaii swing. So like he had like swamp ass.
No, it's bad. It's all bad. It's all bad.
Yeah. I think like the clean Nike look, or like the Grayson. Have you guys heard of the company Grayson? That's a nice.
Is that the wolf? Is that the wolf?
Yeah, it's like the wolf logo. It's pretty sweet, sweet logo. But yeah, overall golfing, like I would rather just go out and wear like basketball shorts and like a t-shirt and play. But you're not allowed to do that.
Something like fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something that fun that can show your personal style. Like it's like school uniforms.
Yeah. Collared shirt, you gotta have one, right?
Yeah, but like then make it fun. You know what I mean? Like they're all these dumbass polos. I'm like, ew.
You can wear hoodies now instead of a quarter zip.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's
cool. Could you imagine? Like you wear a hoodie? Like whoa! Someone call the press. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy. Anything else on the Masters?
What about you, Dolph? You have any more notes over there?
No, I have. The only thing I have that I thought was interesting was the amount of tickets available to the Masters.
Ooh.
Guess
how many?
All right,
let's
keep going. Guess how many tickets over the 4 days that they're competing are available to buy?
To buy.
For purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say 1,000.
1,000?
1,000.
I'm gonna say 2,500 a day.
So that's like 10.
What the hell?
10,000.
10 grand. 20,000. So you guys were both a little low, but now now get 20,000 available over 4 days. So it's about 5,000 a day, right? Okay. Which isn't that man, right? They can fit. No. Guess how many the Waste Management lets in?
Oh my god!
They let over 1 million throughout the week, right?
700,000 they put for sale.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
That's why it's a party.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Right.
So
700,000. Think of like the biggest football field holds like 100,000, like Michigan or whatever, the big house, right?
100,
I mean, obviously it's over multiple days, but 700,000 people—that's so many.
Yeah. So that's so many, and then also to go back to your OG point of the $5 beers, with only freaking however many people buying tickets, like,
right?
Are they even selling any?
No, probably nobody. Probably even drinks beer that goes to the Masters.
Right.
They're all
they're all freaking waving their fingers in the air with only like champagne and wine.
Yeah, they'd be stumbling out of that place. I'd be so excited to be there. I'd crush like 8 beers before I even watch a golf shot.
You guys would be shotgunning beers.
Yeah.
Would you?
That's
how
all
much
I
would you
got.
pay to go to the Masters?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't love watching golf live. Like I went to the U.S. Open at Brookline a couple years ago, and I went on Sunday, so it was like the most packed day, and like. You can see a couple. I like watching it on TV where I can see every shot. So I would love to go. I'd probably pay like a couple grand maybe to do it once, but like I wouldn't do something outrageous. I don't love. It would be cool to walk the grounds there, I think, and like see all the holes. But like to watch golf at the event, it's pretty tough to do.
Yeah, It's very overwhelming. Because like, you're checking your phone to see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I will say that like I went Thursday to Brookline when they had the U.S. Open, and it was my first time ever going to a professional event. and just watching professionals hit golf balls,
No,
it's
ridiculous.
it's so different. I don't
It's a
understand.
different game, dude. It's a different game.
The
It's
ball just explodes off their club, and I don't get it.
like holes we play and we think are like hard holes. They have like 20 yards in, or like, like they just can hit it to the green where it takes, like it's crazy.
Right,
different.
right. They just have way more control. They're just like you put it the perfect. They're just playing a different game. It's not even the same sport.
No, it is when you're actually watching it is cool to watch, but it's hard to keep track of everything when you're there. Like
why
sometimes
don't they do like on the TV, like when you watch it, like a red zone for golf, like where it's like all different, like instead of like going in and going out of every shot?
I think that's kind of what they're doing.
They kind of do that. Like, yeah, they show like the biggest shots because you always know, like when they screen to somebody random at some point, they hit like such a sick shot because they would never actually.
Oh, really? You're like, oh, this person's about to like freaking rock and roll,
right?
Because they're like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit a hole in one?
I have a hole in one on like a little par 3 course, so you can't count it. Nate, you agree with that, right? It's like not really.
Yeah,
it has to be in a regular round of golf, 18 holes, like normal course.
Right, because when it's just a par 3, like it's just target practice. They're all
it's like you're hitting a ton of wedges that day when you normally wouldn't hit 20 wedges in a row.
And like it's.
Yeah, it was actually a funny story. I was playing with my mom and my sister, who like aren't really big golfers. We were just playing. And, like, I hit a hole in one, and, like, my mom was just, like, didn't care and, like, was asking what club to use and stuff. And, and I was like, I just had a hole in one. Like, are you kidding
me?
No way.
She's like,
didn't think it was that cool, at all.
Wait, stop. You're like, this does not happen.
Thanks, Ma.
Yeah, you're
the
like,
maintenance guy was, like, going crazy
no,
for me, and she, like, didn't care.
Stop.
One time, Dolph and I saw somebody hit a hole in one.
We did. We have witnessed a hole in one, yep. Yeah, I've witnessed a couple actually.
Oh, really?
I've witnessed a couple, yeah.
And every time people are probably like, "This is the craziest thing that's ever happened."
Yeah. Do you know what happens after you hit a hole in one? Do you know what the process is after? What the tradition is?
I don't.
You owe everybody in the bar when you go back in a drink. You have to pay for everyone's drink. Don't you think it should be the other way around?
No, it should be the other way around.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
but no, you have to pay for everybody else's. Free
you
drinks on you.
Everybody.
Yeah.
What?
I wonder how that started. That's the same thing as the Masters champion paying for the dinner. It's the same exact thing. Like, you should be getting the reward.
Right.
Something about golf seems a little bit backwards. Okay. I don't know.
I know. When I lose the money, so I don't get it. But ready to get our double D's top threes?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sure.
Do you have them ready? I got one for you. I was thinking that we could do. You have two options.
Okay.
The top 3 golf courses that you'd want to play, or top 3 sporting events.
I think we got to go. We got to keep Rachel in this, so we got to go sporting events.
All right, let's do it.
How many golf courses can you name, Rachel?
Masters.
there you go. Number 1 on your list.
I would have to play at the waste management.
Okay, yeah, that's 2. Give us one more.
Pebble Beach.
There you go. That's a pretty solid top 3 right there.
That's a great top 3.
Thank you. Those are my definite top 3s. Because Pebble Beach, everyone says that, and you like to play it at 5-iron. So Pebble Beach it is.
Yeah.
And then and then the Masters, just for, being like, I am playing at the Masters. But like the waste management, I think is where I would thrive on the 16th or 17th hole. What is that?
Yeah, 17th.
That's where I would.
You definitely get a hole in one on that hole in front of
I would have to. And then I would buy 700,000
everybody.
people.
You have to buy all 700,000 people's drink. Yep.
Exactly. So that's how it would work. That's what I would do. What about you?
Top golf courses that I want to play. Augusta's got to be in there, right? I think.
No brainer.
There's this place in. I'd like to play Tiger's new course in the Ozarks in Missouri. It's called It's not Ozarks National. I forget what it's called. It's sick.
Look it up while you think about it. What the hell isn't the Ozark like a show?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Ozark, I think it's like a big bunch of lakes or something.
It's called
Payne Valley.
Paynes Valley, yeah.
I
Paynes
don't
Valley.
understand why.
It's supposed to be unreal. It is supposed to be unreal.
Check in on Tiger. He's naming a course Payne Valley.
I think I don't know what the name is for. And then what would be my last one? I guess I'd like to play the Players, TPC Sawgrass. That's a hard golf course, but I feel like it'd be cool. Yeah, with the island green, a lot of iconic holes there.
Yes, that would be so much fun.
Yeah. You, Nate?
I asked Nate, and he thought this was crazy. I said, would any of alligators ever come out on the island? And he thought I was ridiculous for asking that question, but it could happen, right?
It's elevated.
I think there are a lot of alligators down there, but
thank you.
We saw one in her parents' neighborhood this weekend.
Yeah, we did. An alligator just literally sunning itself. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Obviously Augusta, no brainer. St. Andrews.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just because it's iconic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But also because I feel like I would like to play a links course like that where I don't have to hit it high. I can just hit it low and the ball will run.
And you can play off other you can spray it around there kind of and still play, right?
Exactly.
It's good for you.
Exactly. Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks.
A subtle dig.
I also want to say Cabot.
What's Cabot?
Oh, that's another one. Bandon Dunes. That would be cool out in Oregon.
They're Bandon Dunes. They're saying that it's taking a step back because it took the course took a beating this winter with rain.
Oh, really?
So I guess people are pissed off that they plan these trips 2 years out and they're going there now and it's just the greens are shot.
Yeah. I've played Bethpage Black, which is in New York. That's pretty. That's probably the best.
That's amazing, right?
It's hard. It's so hard. It's just hard. It's really nice. It's they're having the Ryder Cup there, I think, next year. But it's so hard.
What makes it hard?
It's long, so you hit a good drive and you still have 3 wood into a part. You have another long club. You never get to hit a short iron into a green or anything. Yeah, it was hard, but it was fun. It's really well maintained and it's out on Long Island. Long Island has some sick golf. Shinnecock, you guys have good golf.
Check it out.
No, we have to play.
Bethpage, you guys can get because it's public. Yeah, you guys as New York residents.
That's right. We should definitely get you some. What's it called? A round.
Tea time.
A tea time there.
There you go.
Time there. Get you a tea time there.
I know. I'm really nervous to play Pinehurst. I'm nervous, man.
No, it's all good. You're gonna scrape Ty.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Ty are playing a match at Pinehurst, number 2, $100 a hole.
Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. So one person's gonna be really happy, and one person's gonna be really sad.
Yeah, the trip's gonna get double.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. But are you ready? Because it's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week. Ready to rock and roll?
Let's get it.
I'm ready.
Sick puppy, Josh Doan. Anybody know who Josh Doan is?
I don't.
No, he's a hockey player. He made his NHL debut a couple weeks ago. He's the first Arizona-born player to play for his hometown Coyotes. He's the son of Coyotes legend, basically one of the best players that ever played for the Coyotes, Shane Doan, who played for the team for 20 years and was a captain for the last 10 years with the organization. He's a sick puppy because not only is he is all that, he's the hometown kid, his dad filling his dad's shoes and all that stuff, but some dude wrote like a hit piece on him and his dad leading up to his debut, basically calling him like a nepo baby and like basically saying if it wasn't his dad, he wouldn't make it. This dude scores the game-winning goal his first game.
Hell yeah.
The game-tying goal his second game. He has 2 more assists in his third game. He's out there dominating.
He's on a heater, huh?
He's on a heater to start his career. So I couldn't imagine. Like, here I am talking about how I'm nervous to play a golf course in like 2 months, and this kid's out there just dominating professional hockey. With people hating on him for no reason, but also like filling in his dad's shoes. I think it's dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Big parent nuts.
Josh Tone in the throne.
There you go.
Coyotes.
There you go.
Yeah, I love it. I didn't even know Arizona had a hockey team.
They actually just announced that they're building a new stadium in Phoenix. They were about to leave. So
don't they play in like the worst stadium in sports, right? Or in professional sports right now? Like,
yeah,
it's like
they play the Arizona State Stadium.
Yeah, and it's like it only can fit like 5,000 people or something.
Yep. So that's the other cool part for him is that he played at Arizona State.
Whoa! So he didn't even have to leave. So that's why he's probably so good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's they've been playing there in the interim because their lease expired in the old stadium. They've been in negotiations because of Scottsdale and Glendale, and Phoenix. They couldn't come to an agreement with the cities to have a new stadium built. So they're really close to leaving for Salt Lake City or Houston. But last week they came to an agreement with the city of Phoenix to build a new stadium downtown.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Interesting cat of the week. JJ McCarthy.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God? Oh, you're Ohio State guy.
Yeah, I'm a Buckeye guy. No, go ahead.
JJ McCarthy. Have you ever seen his like pregame routine?
No.
So before every game,
I'm in love with this man. By the way, Nate showed me this video, and I'm like, "This is my man."
Does he meditate or something?
It is a 30-minute meditation underneath the goalposts.
Yeah.
And then after he's done with his meditation, he only listens to one artist before the games. Let's play the guessing game. What artist is it?
Jesus.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Is it a rapper? No. Taylor Swift?
No, but that's very funny.
That's a great guess.
All right.
Bob Marley.
Oh. Good choice.
Slaps Bob Marley.
How crazy is that, though? Like,
does he smoke a joint before, too?
Could you imagine this guy's legit vibing on the field?
I'll tell you what. Like, I'm pretty set with Patriots taking Jaden Daniels or Drake May. But I wouldn't mind just having a quarterback that rips Bob Marley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guarantee you Mac Jones wasn't ripping Bob Marley.
100%. He was listening to Taylor Swift.
Did you hear what that guy on the 98.5 The Sports Hub said about him? How Mac Jones just showed up to like their private club and like was hitting balls on the range, and like basically one of the people that worked there was like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like, you're not."
And he was like, "I'm Mac Jones. I'm hitting balls."
Yeah.
What a loser.
How much do you dislike Mac Jones?
He's such a weenie.
He just ruined your franchise for like 3 years.
Yeah, it's not really his fault though.
No, it's not. It's not his fault, but he didn't make the situation better.
I honestly feel bad for the guy. Could you imagine
he like walks up somewhere, I'm Mac Jones. Okay,
stories like this are coming out, and it's really pissing me. And I feel like a loser for like not bashing him more. The other thing that I fucking hate is that like he's been doing so much content with the Jaguars and being like this every week. There's like new videos of him coming out like
where you didn't even know he was in New England for the last like 8 weeks of the season.
Exactly.
He's such a loser.
Exactly, and like he's like doing a fucking media tour in his hometown of Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's from there, right?
Quarterback.
Yeah.
It's just like so you just want to be a backup. Like you don't have that drive.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that dog in you.
Yeah.
Like,
Hurley wants some dogs.
Yeah, Hurley's got them dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones is an idiot.
Agreed.
Probably the worst jersey I ever purchased was his Alabama jersey. The biggest regret.
Totally. Sell it on eBay.
Worth nothing. Pennies.
But you're a Giants fan, right?
Giants fan, yes.
Are you sad about Saquon?
Yeah, I'm sad that he's going to the Eagles and we have to see him twice a year. Like, what is that?
I know, and
He didn't he had some good seasons for us, but he couldn't stay healthy. You can't overpay for a running back at that position.
The way the NFL works.
Yeah.
The way the NFL works, running backs aren't game changers. They're an important piece to a winning team. Yeah. But it's more by committee now, right? It's like you have 2 or 3 guys that are pretty good, and one gets hurt, you still have another. You need the one big running back. I think is that fad's over. Yep, 100%.
Well,
but who knows? He'll probably have 2,000 yards.
Swag on and the Eagles. Honestly, they're gonna be a good team. Okay, with all of their style. So I'm excited. Did you see the Kith collab that they had earlier this year? The Giants?
No, I didn't see that. Is it good?
Are you serious?
The Kith collab?
You must have missed that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was honestly amazing. And next time I'll know to send it through to you.
I do have one bone to pick with you guys.
Oh, throw the bone.
When are you getting some new merch? I'm not a hat guy.
You want some?
Well, I'm not a hat guy. We need some new merch. Hoodie, T-shirt, something. Come on.
Okay, listen to me. Your lips to God's ears, and by God, I mean myself. Okay. So just for you, especially, I will. We're in the shop. We're in the shop.
All right.
We're in the shop. We're cooking things up here.
Let's talk to the design department.
Yeah, I'll talk to design. I'll talk to design.
Yeah.
Things you may have missed. Speaking of cool merch, do you see the Washington Capitals and the Vancouver FC both came out with cherry blossom alternate jerseys?
No. MLS
and NHL.
It was really cool. For the NHL, the number, it has the cherry blossoms in it, which I think is nice because, for one thing of DC is the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
Pandas, and since
that's
the
pretty
pandas
cool.
are gone, the cherry blossoms are great to have.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard
is with Vancouver with the cherry blossoms, but I'm assuming that's around the city there as well.
Yeah. Yeah. MLS on the rise a little bit, huh?
MLS is on the rise. You got players wanting to come here now, which is interesting. I think the thing that bothers me, dude, is that it's Messi. And right now, Messi's also leading the votes for the Ballon d'Or this year, and he's played 2 games. It drives me up a wall. Ronaldo led the world in goals last year. He led world in.
How do they vote for that? They're
it's like the Heisman. It's just like the writer's vote.
Do you feel like the way that MLS is looked to in America is the same way that the golfers look at Live from PGA, playing overseas and stuff to being
I
here?
think that
it is. It's not the norm, right? The Premier League and all those leagues are definitely one, right? But can you make that much more money over here? I don't know. Can you?
No, you're actually making less typically.
But not Messi. Messi doesn't come over here and make less,
Messi,
right?
Owns the league.
Right.
Literally, I think they gave him a part of the league.
No, they gave him a part of the league. They gave him a part of the merch deal with Adidas. So whether it's Miami merch or his merch, someone could sell a New England Revolution or a Chicago Fires jersey. Messi's getting a percentage of that. He's also getting a percentage of every subscription that they sell on Apple TV for the MLS pass. He gets a piece of that. And similar to David Beckham, they're going to give him a huge discount on owning a team in the future.
Yeah.
So it's
what team does Beckham own?
Miami.
Oh, he owns Miami, who Messi plays for. Yeah. That makes sense.
You're seeing more studs. They also have Luis Suarez on Miami. They have Sergio Busquets. We're both legends.
When are the Revs getting one of these guys?
They won't. The Revs
won't. Nobody wants
to. No, not because of that. Because they play on turf.
Oh.
Those dudes don't play on turf. So like when Messi comes to New England or those dudes, they don't play on. They just won't play. They won't even travel with the team.
Really?
Yeah, but
They're getting turf.
They're getting a
Or
stadium.
they're getting grass for the
They're
World
getting
Cup.
grass at Gillette because of the World Cup. But they Kraft put in a bid for a piece of land.
Everett,
in Everett, right by the casino,
Mhm.
with hopes of building a stadium.
To build
stadium?
soccer stadium. They should move football up there too, dude.
They should. Did you know where they wanted to put the stadium originally? Gillette? Where the convention center is. That was originally supposed to be Gillette Stadium.
That would have been so sick down near down near the seaport. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Because none of that was developed
Yeah,
in 2000.
the way both. I don't like how both new like where the MetLife and Gillette, like, why do we have to go 40 minutes from the city to go see the team? You know, like that's
100%.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's so fucking far out of the way.
I feel like it would have been cool if they did, like, instead of MetLife in Jersey, they put MetLife in Brooklyn. Like, that would have made more sense to me.
Yeah, I get it. It can't be right downtown sometimes, but like,
right. Make it at least accessible.
Right.
Yeah.
What else we got? Morgan Wallen was arrested. What a fucking idiot that guy is. Like, talk about I'm out on Morgan Wallen. Okay, this guy first of all, he's always doing something stupid. He can't get out of his own way. I'm a big country guy. But, I mean, this guy threw a chair off a 6th floor rooftop.
No, it's a negative.
On Nashville's busiest street on Broadway.
Yeah.
And he's fucking smiling in his mugshot. Like, you could have easily killed someone.
Alcohol, drugs, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Stupid.
But it's like the same thing as these sports players who think it's like Mac Jones freaking walking on the course. They think that they can do all these things.
Yeah.
And they can't.
Yeah.
And they can't. Well, they can, but.
Have you watched any of the UFL?
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, I don't know much about it.
Say that it's like a joke.
It's not. Yeah, that is. 40,000 people showed up to St. Louis's home opener. They sold out because St. Louis doesn't have a football team anymore because the Rams left.
Where do they play? Like at a college stadium or something?
No, they still play. They play in the dome that the Rams played at.
I saw one game and it looked like they were playing at a high school field, though. No, I did. I don't know who it was.
Oh yeah, some of them play in D2 schools or like big college stadiums.
Do you know who the commissioner is? I learned this last week or 2 weeks ago.
Is it? No, McMahon from WWE. Who is it?
The Rock.
Oh. Yeah, they've always had an affiliation, though, haven't they? Like with the
McMahon started.
What was the old league that they used to have?
XFL.
Yeah, and McMahon used to run that, right? Or
yep, and then they merged. They merged with the other league, and now that it's the UFL.
Yeah. So does the NFL has no affiliation?
No affiliation, but it gives dudes an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, if they were gonna do it, each NFL team. They were talking about doing that for college, right? Like,
yeah,
I've heard that idea before, like associating each college with an NFL team.
Yeah,
and like they would be. It's almost like a farm system for the NFL.
Interesting.
It's either that or hear me out, a promotion relegation system.
Oh, soccer! You love it.
Yes. That would be. That's what American sports are missing, like because if. Teams can tank or like sports that's why baseball's dying because teams can just like not spend any money, but they can be super profitable because they're not spending any money on their players and they can lose 100 games, but be like one of the most profitable teams because they're all the TV money. If there was a promotion relegation system in a sport like baseball, that would make it way more interesting because there's an incentive.
So you mean like the worst team in the MLB goes down to AAA?
The worst 3 teams go down. The top 3 teams from from AAA go up. Yeah. Same thing with AAA to AA. I think it's a no-brainer.
That'd be interesting, but then they'd have to lose all association with each other, right? Like the AAA team couldn't be the Yankees farm system anymore, right? They would have to have no.
Not necessarily. Like like the big clubs, Barcelona, Real Madrid, basically the big clubs in any country.
They own other soccer teams.
They own others. They'll have Barcelona too, who plays in the third or second.
And
league.
Barcelona too can move up to.
They can. They move amongst the.
Wow.
They never made it to La Liga because if they have any good players, they just call.
They just send them to one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So they never really make it that far, but it's possible.
Yeah, that'd be relegation system. All right, commish.
He's in. Yeah, I'm honestly down. Like, let's make Nathan the commissioner of the MLB.
Thank you. Speaking of soccer, I've since we went back to Portugal, I've become a diehard fan of Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
Reinfused my love for the team, and they had a huge a huge game this past weekend with the crosstown rival Benfica, for first place with 5 games left in the season. They won.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. And their coach, apparently, their manager is already agreed on a contract to leave the club this upcoming offseason to become the manager at Liverpool, my other club.
Okay.
Also, look this guy up. His name's Ruben Amonin. Okay. Great hair inspo. I'm trying to grow up my hair. And he's my inspo.
All right. Let's go.
I love it.
Other things you may have missed. I'm going to go quick because we've taken up too much of your time. The Dallas Cowboys organization apparently are not happy with Micah Parsons. Apparently they're fed up and annoyed with him. What do you think about that, Miss Cowboy?
I mean, I'm sad because they just got rid of what the hell was his face? What's his name?
Pollard.
Yeah. So Pollard and Parsons, if they leave, there's literally no team. Well, CD Lamb, but that's pretty much it. They're literally riding.
He is annoying. Micah Parsons is so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really look at what he does on the daily, so I wouldn't know.
Matt Judon opened up a restaurant in Dallas, Texas.
I love that.
Need to go there.
What kind of food?
Yeah.
It's like a steakhouse.
This is also coming off of what if with the steakhouses? Because did you see a couple weeks ago that Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes announced they were opening a steakhouse?
Yeah, I think it's just
so maybe the steak for the Masters is not a bad idea. You know what I mean? Everyone's loving the steak.
Yeah, steak from Polana. Get them down there in Augusta.
Yeah, yes.
Polana. Last time I went to Polana with my mom on her birthday. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so good.
Shout out Polana.
Shout out Polana. Keep doing it.
Keep the bread baskets coming.
Oh yeah.
And then bread basket. I keep on saying speaking of. I need to stop saying speaking of. I need to get off that crutch because it's just a horrible transition. But bread basket. Stephon Diggs got traded last week. We talked about that to Houston. He paid his teammate Jimmy Ward $100,000 for the jersey number 1.
Damn. That's a great deal.
Bread.
That's a good deal.
What number would you wear in the NFL or any league?
It depends what position I played.
You're a wide receiver in the NFL.
If I'm a wide receiver in the NFL, I'm definitely going single digits, probably 1.
Ooh,
I was always a 1
100,000?
growing up. I like wearing 1. I would wear. I like 7 too, kind of sick.
Tie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably it.
I didn't have enough swag.
0, big fan of 0 in basketball though.
Oh, in basketball.
I'm a big fan of 0 in NFL too.
Oh yeah, 0 is now a number in the NFL.
Yep, Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Patriots second-year cornerback is changing his number to number 0. First Patriot ever to rock the number.
Bill would have never let that happen.
He didn't let him wear it last year.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, why? Why is the 0 I know it's
no, Bill's just traditional. That was never a number. You couldn't wear 0 for a long time.
Oh, got it. But in basketball, there's a 0.
Mm-hmm.
You can wear 0.
Yeah, recent though. They haven't been able to wear that forever either. I don't think 0's pretty new.
Robert Parrish wore his double 0.
Who?
Robert Parrish.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Gilbert
That's
Arenas
actually a long time ago. Yeah.
Gilbert
right.
Arenas was Agent 0.
Yeah.
I would totally do a 0 as well. But I would also do 7. I would do 27, and I would do 11.
There you go,
There's
sticks.
nothing better than 1-1 than 2 1s. You know what I mean?
And then lastly, a feel-good story here for the folks. I've hated on him in the past. Another former Patriots quarterback, Cam Newton. He was on vacation somewhere, and he saw these kids playing catch, like right off the beach in like little grassy area. So he went down and played catch with the kids, like these
Cute.
10-year-old
I
kids.
love that.
Imagine that, dude. You're on vacation at some beach resort, and
It's
Cam
funny
Newton's-
because I feel like a couple weeks ago we were talking about Cam Newton knocking like 5 people out too.
Yeah, dude.
Wasn't there a video of him knocking
That's
5
that
people?
7-on-7 camp. You see that? And he was holding that one guy and knocked the other guy out.
And his hat stayed on.
Stayed on.
This guy's a
Didn't
straight
move.
savage. He feels like he has to make up for that, maybe.
That shows like how freakishly athletic he is, but like
Yeah.
how freakishly athletic like these professional
Yeah,
athletes.
he knocked out like.
That's crazy.
Knocked out some dude while holding some other guy off.
That is insane.
It was literally like a Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Goals.
Yeah, I mean, I've been back in the gym. Don't know if you can tell, Dolph.
Yeah. You can definitely tell.
But the last thing before we let you go is that I deserve to be recognized.
Oh no.
I'm nominating myself up for an award. I don't know what the award is, but I deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, okay, for my bravery on Sunday night, flying back from Florida. So we had a connection. We connected through Charlotte, and our flight got delayed a bit, right? So Sunday I played golf in the morning. We met the girls for lunch. Then we went to their friends, checked out their friend's house to have like post lunch drinks before we left. Went straight to the airport. Didn't even shower after golf.
Oh.
Had Mexican food too.
Had Mexican food at lunch. And then at the connection, we tried Bojangles.
Have you ever had
the chicken
it?
place.
Yeah.
The chicken place, okay?
Cajun fries,
Oh.
chicken, a biscuit, and honey mustard.
And it was delicious. Not enough people are talking about Bojangles, okay?
They only
It's
have it in the
surprising.
South, right? That's it.
It's
right?
great.
They don't have it up here.
Great. But boy, by the time I got onto this flight, my stomach. First of all, I smelled like absolute garbage. Okay, she just like looks at me on the flight and she's like, "You smell like shit."
I literally was like, you smell so bad. Like, you smell so bad.
Wild move to not take a shower after golf in Florida.
I didn't have the option. They were like, "We're getting lunch here." Okay, cool. We're going to our friend's house. Okay, cool.
Did the friends have a pool or something?
I know,
No.
like, we should have, like, definitely thought about this a little bit more.
Should have. I was nasty,
It
dude.
was nasty.
But the reason why I deserve a Nobel Peace Prize is because on the flight I was dealing with all of these elements, and I have her laying on top, like on my lap, like pulling my legs so that I could be most comfortable for her.
So I could sleep on the plane.
And I just thought yelling at her like, no, like if I move my legs closer together, might shit myself, but also like I am going not only give you pink eye, I'm gonna make half of this plane puke. Because like whatever smells come out of my body at that point in time, I cannot be responsible for considering the elements, right? But no, I didn't. I held it in, piercing stomach pain, her sleeping on me. I couldn't even sleep myself.
Tiger should be taking advice from you instead of no sex, holding in your shit.
Dude, I would have made the whole plane smell like a septic tank. And like there's not enough ventilation on that thing to have cleared the smell. So,
love it.
but
Dude, there's no worse feeling though of like leaving the airport, no matter like when you travel. I just feel so gross leaving, like getting off the plane. It is just, you ate like shit all day, always, like you have fast food, you're like sitting next to people. I hate that.
Yeah,
God,
the
the
altitude makes you uncomfortable. Like you're in,
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're in,
like-
like there's just that
Your anxiety's high, so you're
Yeah.
sweating constantly. You're like sweating and then you're freezing. Oh my god, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
But
Good
yeah,
for you, though.
I'm
Way to
gonna
keep
tip
it
my cap to
together.
myself. Yep, thank you. Thank you. Because
A
I mean,
hero, a true hero.
I could have. I mean, the U.S. Marshal on that flight would have came after me.
I forgot that they do that. I forgot
Emergency
there was a
landing.
commercial.
Emergency
Yeah, no,
landing.
literally. But yeah, other than that, things to watch this weekend are the Masters. Obviously, we talked about that, but also the Frozen Fours this weekend.
Oh, so who's
Final
in that?
So 2 Boston teams. We got
BU?
Boston, BC, and BU.
Yeah.
Michigan
Yeah.
and Denver.
And it's in St. Paul, Minnesota or something, right? I thought I
Yes.
saw, or no?
What is the Frozen Four?
It's the Final Four for hockey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were there yet.
So there's a
Did
potential.
you're like, yeah.
There's a
Way
potential
less
for-
cool than UConn, but.
Yeah, seriously.
No, it's way less cool. Way less cool than. But
No,
it's
Frozen
also-
Four is pretty sick. It's crazy though because like there's like not that many colleges that have hockey. Like the only colleges that have hockey are like in the Northeast, Minnesota, and like Denver, I guess. But like or Michigan. Some of the Big Ten schools have hockey now, right?
Yeah. Most of the Big Ten schools have hockey and they're dominant. But the most dominant schools are like the Hockey East in the Northeast.
Right, yeah, like all the Massachusetts
BC,
schools.
BU,
Maine's
Northeastern,
usually pretty good.
Maine,
UConn's
New
actually pretty
New
good at
Hampshire,
hockey, right? Yeah.
UConn,
Yale,
Yale, Harvard.
Quinnipiac.
UConn's losing their best player actually. I forget where he's transferring to, but they're losing his best. He just entered the transfer portal.
There's a portal for hockey now.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well,
College
good luck to
hockey.
them.
All right. All right.
You ever watch?
He'll be on the UConn bandwagon of the college hockey.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
College hockey's sick. But now Pac-12 is starting up teams. So like Arizona State has a team, USC started a team, Washington has a team now.
Yeah, I was watching something and they were saying like a lot of those schools had club teams that like actually were really nasty, right?
Yeah.
And now they're all turning into regular programs.
Yep, exactly. Even Hawaii's getting a team.
Well,
Come out last week, but
thank
probably missed that
you
one, too.
so much, seriously, for coming on. Like
That was fun.
A legitimate
best.
blast. Like, go UConn. Do you have any shout outs? Do you have any plugs that you want to make before we sign off?
No plugs. New merch soon. It's coming, right?
Yes. New merch soon. Well, you'll be the first to know.
And we have to somehow find. I don't know, it's gonna be impossible with Christian on the West Coast, but we have to find a way to play that match again. Me and Christian versus you and Ty.
I'm ready.
All right, well, he's
I'm
staying
ready
ready
for that.
too. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
y'all, for seriously joining us. And thank you, Nathan, for doing all of this research. And wait, thank you for all your research
Yeah, your
that you
research
did
is
too.
far
Like,
better than mine.
coming in stacked and hot. It's what the people want on the Double Dose podcast. But thank you
There we
everyone
go.
for listening. Can't wait for you guys to hear this. It's amazing.
Yes, thank you, seriously.
End it like how we always do. I have a thing of water, but even though it's not well, and we'll say cheers. You can fist bump it.
I got some ginger ale.
Hell yes, and gingy. Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.